turned towards the way the ship did come.
Going home to the place where you grew up is a bit like time travel. That's right. Time travel back to the time of your childhood and youth. And it's a great experience, especially if you haven't been for a long time at that place. If you haven't seen it for a longer period of time, you feel like you are going back to a place you know, which is now different over time, yet the same. And there are so many feelings you experience. You think about memories, because every place and every stone and every bench and even people have their stories. You remember them, you remember the stories and experiences you had with them, and you dwell in memories. It's a bit also feeling of nostalgia. That's a good description, because nostalgia is the past trying to break through into the present. It's a mix of what you have done, what you missed to do, what you failed to do, where you feel bad, yet where you experience that you made it, that you are now a different person in the old place. Going back to the place where you grew up and you were born is a bit like time travel. Making peace with the past is so important if we can. And I believe going back to the place where you were born and you haven't been for a longer period of time is like time travel and a sort of pilgrimage. Nostalgia is the right word, and dwelling in memories is nice as long as you can move on, as long as you accept them as what they are. A part of you, a part of your history, a part of who you are and what you become. Accepting them in thankfulness and making peace with them. Sometimes that's not easy, because there are words not said, relationships that are broken, people you knew and you cherish so much, but now they're gone from your life. Nostalgia is a beautiful feeling we all should enjoy. It actually reminds me of a poem by David Whyte, which I like to share with you. Nostalgia by David Whyte. Nostalgia is the arriving waveform of a dynamic past, newly remembered and about to be reimagined by a mind and a body at last ready to come to terms with what actually occurred. Nostalgia subverts the present by its overwhelming physical connection to a place, to a time in which we lived, or to a person or people with whom we lived, making us wonder, in the meeting of past and present, if the intervening years ever occurred. Nostalgia can feel like an indulgence, a sickness, an inundation by forces beyond us, but strangely forces that have also lived with us and within us all along. Nostalgia is not indulgence. Nostalgia tells us we are in the presence of imminent revelation, about to break through the present structures held together only by the way we not have remembered deeply enough. Something we thought we understood, but that we are now about to understand more fully. Something already lived, but not fully lived. Something that was important, but something to which we did not grant importance enough. Issuing not from our future, but from something already experienced. Something now wanting to be lived again, at the depth to which it first invited us, but which we originally refused. Nostalgia is not an immersion in the past. Nostalgia is the first annunciation that the past as we know it is coming to an end. Nostalgia from consolation, the solace, nourishment, and underlying meaning of everyday words.
Smell the earth that you and I lived dawn.